It's the cold and flu season, and I want to share with you some remedies that I have used and have helped me. I do not do drugs, prescription drugs, or over-the-counter drugs, no matter what's going on. I find foods and herbs and natural remedies to help me in with whatever is going on. And I wanted to share a couple with you because it's the flu season and it's the cold, and sometimes no matter how diligent you are with taking care of yourself and eating properly and exercise and resting and all of that stuff, we will get a cold. Or usually it's a cold, really. People say flu, but I think a lot of times it's not flu. It's a cold, a bad cold. And these remedies help me. So one of my number one go-to is ginger root. Now, I buy organic ginger root because the non-organic ones look so big, like giant, and I have a feeling that they're kind of not healthy. So I don't use the non-organic. I use the organic ginger root. And also my second go-to is the garlic. And of course, the combination of apple cider vinegar and cayenne pepper. That's another great combo. So, most of us have these really bad cough when we get a cold or the flu or some sinus inflammation or something. So what I do is I chew on ginger root. Cut pieces of the ginger root, chew on it, let it sit in my mouth, and the juice from the ginger root will soothe my throat and stop the coughing. Ginger is a natural anti-inflammatory, and a lot of times the cough is due to some inflammation going on in the sinuses or in the throat. And then you have this tickling, trickling of mucus in the back of your throat that will make you cough and cough and cough, and you'll be up all night coughing, all day coughing. So I chew on ginger root, and I particularly like to chew on it like just before I go to bed. A couple times I've actually fallen asleep with it in my mouth, which is really not a good thing. You should spit it out before you go to bed, before you go to sleep. But I chew on it while I'm in bed, and then I'll take it out of my mouth, or I'll chew it up and swallow it, which is really the best thing to do, because then you're not wasting any of it. And before I go to sleep, in between ginger root, I also use the garlic. So garlic burns like crazy when you put it in your mouth. So I cut little pieces of the garlic and I put it in my mouth, and I just let the saliva, your mouth will spring water and produce saliva. And in that saliva will be the garlic juice. And it'll just soothe your throat. It's a potent anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, also antiviral. So if you have an infection going on, the garlic will help to heal your body, and also it quiets the cough. The first time I started using garlic, it burned my gum because I didn't quite know how to do it. I would just let it sit on that area of the gum for a long time. It's not really a good thing. It'll actually blister your gum and your tongue and your jaw. So you need to put a little piece in your mouth. You can chew it up, or you can just let it stay there. Your mouth will spring water, and that juice from the water is what's going to soothe your throat. In India, they have a practice where they'll put garlic in their mouth, and while they're doing their gardening or their farming or whatever they're doing, all day that clove of garlic will be in their mouth while they're fasting. to help to boost your immune system and to get rid of a cold or whatever infection they have in the body. So garlic is a great medicine, and so is ginger. Also, ginger warms the blood. And you know, during the winter time when we get cold, sometimes it's because our bodies are cold. It'll affect our immune system and we'll get sick. Ginger does that also. And you can also keep the slice of ginger in your mouth all day also. During the winter time also, rather than drinking coffee, you should drink teas. You know, here's a tea bag I have here. I don't really drink much tea bag, but I will make my own herbal teas with rosemary and sage and ginger and fennel and caraway and leaf of life, moringa, all those herbs. Mint I use to make my natural teas, and I drink a cup of tea at night before I go to bed. I wanted to share these 3 things with you. You should stay away from coffee because coffee dehydrates and coffee inflames, and coffee makes our blood acidic, which makes us more prone to infection. So teas are the way to go. Now that it's cold, people tend to drink more coffee, but what we should be drinking is, you know, like plain hot water or warm water or teas. And you can put some raw organic honey in it, you know, preferably not sugar. Honey also is a natural anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, and antiviral. And another thing that's really good is cinnamon. Is a natural anti-inflammatory also, an antiviral, antibacterial. So that's something that you could put in these herbal teas. Also, it gives it a nice sweet taste, and it'll help to boost your immune system. Cinnamon, it is said, also helps to balance the blood sugar. So it's that too is a great medicine, food medicine. Okay, wanted to share that with you. Stay well, and God bless you till we meet again.